of 95, I was homeless on these streets. I lost my family, lost my kids, everything just went away. Then someone saw me and I had no shoes, shorts, shirt with one button. They asked me, you need to go to an outreach, Marty. I said, okay. So we went to an outreach down in San Bernardino, and that's where I was introduced to Pastor Willie. And I was sitting in the background there, and he gave the gospel of John 3:16, and I responded because I was just tired of trying. I was tired of being tired of couldn't do it on my own. And so not only did he say, okay, hey, you're saved by receiving him, but do you have some place to go tonight? And I said, no. Then they said, well, jump in the van. And so by faith, I jumped in the van, went to the ranch, was there for a couple months. And then from there on, I came here, and then I went and did a blessing, and I went and worked with Phil in LA when he was doing the Dream Center at the beginning of the Dream Center. And that's kind of where I first started serving really the Lord for like 9 months there in the kitchen, learning what it was to be a servant of the Lord. And then I came back to Willie's church here in Yucaipa. Went back to the ranch for about 5 months. Then I went to San Bernardino, helped him do San Bernardino from the bottom, cooking, doing whatever with Pastor Tree down there and Pastor Willie, did some outreaches. Then I came back here, rested for a little bit, and then they sent me down to Riverside, California. And so I did Riverside, California. I planted that church out there and was there for 10 years doing ministry there. So it all started by someone just telling me some truth. And then I came back here, and my kids ended up, being raised up on the grounds of Set Free Yucaipa. And the next thing you know, they're all saved now. They're all serving the Lord with me. I went to Nashville, Tennessee, helped Pastor Kenny out there. Then after 2 years there, I came back out here. 4 years I've been in Needles, California. So it isn't really what I've done, but it's what God's done in me because of that simplicity of that John 3:16. And it started many moons ago, and so this is my life. I went to church, when I was a kid on Easter, and I went on Christmas, and then my parents never went, so it's like, but I don't know who they were before. So God just kind of called me to himself, and that's when I really learned what the Lord was about, and that's how I learned to do church, which is kind of different from what all the other churches around. So, okay, in Needles, it started out just a church building. Then they gave that to us. The Southern Baptists gave it to Willie. Willie called me up. I came out here, me and my wife and my son and my other son, Kevin. He's running around here. Then started serving the Lord. And then we got 2 houses donated to us. And then we got a ranch to where we use for $1 a year. And then they gave me a house with an apartment there, and so that all got donated to us, and so that's where I'm living. What we do as far as ministry goes, and what we started is we do Wednesday service at 6 o'clock Wednesday, and then Sunday service, and then we do outreaches in the community. I have a ranch. I have probably about 30 people there in my ranch. I have women and children's home. So when women and children, because the Bible tells, he goes, go and do this faithfully, do this religiously. That's the only thing he wants us to do religiously, is to take care of the orphans and the widows. And our country's full of them. And so rather than to split them apart, rather than to split families, I know God's called us to put families back together. And so what he did is he gave me an opportunity to serve him by putting families back together, women with children, then pretty soon their husbands or the kids' father will come, and it kind of like puts it all together. I have 30 men at men's home. I have women at the church in the back of it there, which is separate from the church, the building. We serve breakfast at 7 o'clock in the morning. Anybody is hungry, they can come get a hot breakfast. At noon, we serve a hot lunch. And at dinner, we serve at 5 o'clock at dinner, 7 days a week.